Hello, I'm Richard Davison and welcome to Dressage for Jumping. I'm joined by John and Robert Whitaker, and in this programme we're hoping to show you a system of training your horse on the flat to help your jumping. John, what role do you think dressage has got to play in jumping today?
Well, I don't think people take dressage seriously enough. Show jumping, both cross country and jumping, has got far more technical over the last few years, and I think it's just essential to get your dressage correct.
Okay, well, we've got lots of work to get through, so let's get started. Whenever you school your horse, in order to achieve maximum improvement, it's important that you have a very clear plan to your training session. Our sessions are divided into 5 phases. To demonstrate these phases, I'm riding a 10-year-old Hanoverian gelding, Hiscox Karachi. Now, the first phase is the suppling phase, and this basically involves stretching. Now, just like any top athlete, before they play their sport, they stretch their muscles in order to avoid injury and also in order to help build up the muscles and keep them active. Also, only a supple horse really goes with enough energy and impulsion. When the horses first come out of the stable, we walk them to allow the freedom of them to just loosen up gradually. Now, this horse is relaxing his head and neck. He's nodding his head and neck down, but it's not on a strong contact. He's just on a loose contact. And at this stage, if something flew out of the bushes, if a bird flew out of the bushes and the horse wanted to lift his head and look at it, that's perfectly okay. But on the other side, I don't allow him to walk around with his head and neck upside down, as that damages the horse's back muscles. When we start to trot, stay on a large circle and start in rising trot to help the horse's back muscles swing. Keep your hands a nice contact evenly down each rein, and your hands either side of the withers. And now I'm looking for the stretch of the head and neck that I had in the walk. That's a nice stretch. The horse isn't pulling down and he's staying active in his hind legs. Now, as much as stretching his back that way, rather like the athlete might touch his toes, I'm also beginning to flex and bend him to the inside. As I bend him to the right, the muscles here on the left side are being stretched. So this is like the athlete doing a sideways stretch. And I can encourage him to exaggerate that stretch to the side to help with that lateral stretching. And now I'm going to repeat that on the other rein, as it's very important that you work the horse and stretch the horse equally on both reins in order to achieve overall suppleness. Now, when I flex the horse to the inside, it's important that I keep my weight central in the saddle and don't use too much inside hand. Equally, if I do it without enough care and pull on the inside rein, I can put his quarters out like this, and he's no longer going straight now, tracking straight. So be careful that you keep the horse tracking straight. If you bend his neck too much and let go with your outside rein like that, his shoulder will drift away and you won't stay on the circle. So that's what we don't want, and this is what we do want. Rider sitting in the middle of the horse flexing gently to the inside, and the rider controlling the stretch. I'm going to open my fingers now, and I'd like the horse to stretch centimetre by centimetre down. You can see I haven't forced my hands down, I've still got a small contact, And now he's fully stretching over his back to the inside and to the other side. And that is the stretching and suppling phase completed.